Let's face it, Raider Nation, our beloved team is in trouble, sitting at the bottom of the standings with 6 straight losses. But as we look toward 2025, there's a tantalizing possibility that could change our fortunes. A potential star receiver could be on the way. What does this mean for our future? Stick around, hit that subscribe button, and like this video to keep up with the latest Raiders news. It's time to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders and the absolute mess that has been the 2024 season. We're sitting at a dismal 2-8, and I don't think I need to tell you that 6 straight losses have left us all scratching our heads. After a promising start at 2-2, it feels like we've been in a downward spiral ever since. Just last week, we took a hard hit from the Miami Dolphins, losing 34-19. Now we're headed back home to face the Denver Broncos, and let's be honest, we need a miracle to turn this train around. But let's talk about the future, because the present is too painful to bear. The 2025 offseason is looming, and I can't help but feel a mix of hope and anxiety. The quarterback situation is going to dominate the headlines, and rightly so. But let's not ignore the glaring hole we have at wide receiver. After trading Davante Adams to the Jets, it's abundantly clear we need a WR1. Jacoby Myers has been trying to fill that role, but let's face it, he's a solid WR2 at best. And what about Trey Tucker? Honestly, it's been a disappointment. With only 285 receiving yards and 1 touchdown this season, it's clear he hasn't taken that leap we all hoped for. The Raiders are in a position where we absolutely must address our wide receiver needs in free agency, and let me tell you, there's a name out there that could change everything for us. T. Higgins. Now, I know what you're thinking. T. Higgins? The Cincinnati Bengals star? Yes, exactly. With $112 million in cap space next season, this is the time to make a move. If we draft a quarterback like Sanders, can you imagine pairing him with an established WR1 like Higgins? That could elevate our offense to a whole new level. Just picture it, an offensive lineup featuring Sanders, Higgins, Bowers, and Myers. That's a group that could light up the NFL. Now, I have to address the elephant in the room. Higgins has had his share of injury issues over the last couple of seasons. But let's not forget that this guy has shown he can produce. He had back-to-back seasons with over 70 receptions and 1,000 receiving yards in 2021 and 2022. Even last year, when he missed 5 games, he still managed to rack up 656 yards and 5 touchdowns. This is a player who knows how to find the end zone, and he's one of the best red zone threats in the league. His speed and ability to stretch the field are exactly what we need. Now, according to Jeremy Fowler from ESPN, there's a strong belief around the league that Higgins won't be returning to Cincinnati next season.
Why?
Well, the Bengals have to focus on extending superstar Ja'Marr Chase, and we all know that means they might not have the cap space to keep both of these playmakers. So, what does that mean for us? It means opportunity. But here's my question for you. Is signing Higgins the right move? I, for one, am torn. On one hand, he's a dynamic playmaker who can elevate our offense and provide our young quarterback with a reliable target. On the other hand, he's going to demand a big contract, and that's always a gamble. What do you think? Is this the path the Raiders should take, or are we setting ourselves up for another letdown? I want to hear your thoughts on this. So, let's get this discussion going. What do you think about our wide receiver situation? Should we go all in for Higgins? Share your expectations and frustrations with me down in the comments. And while you're at it, if you're enjoying this discussion about our beloved Raiders, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow fans, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We're all in this together, and it's time to rally for a brighter future for the Raiders.